guys, so I wasn't actually even planning on picking up the camera today because I've been kind of just taking a break this weekend and pretty much the past week because I've been having a lot of stuff come up at work lately that's been kind of wearing me out, and we're getting ready to go on our trip to Victoria pretty soon here, so I've been working a lot and trying to balance that by relaxing a lot. It's been like kind of self-care a lot this week. Anyway, the reason why I picked up the camera is that I'm about to make a homemade meal. I've been planning on making this the past couple days, and last night Dan and I went and we bought all the ingredients that we needed. Yesterday was pretty interesting. Today's Sunday, yesterday Saturday, we went out on a hunt for Tsum Tsums, which Tsum Tsums are not that popular anymore. They're actually kind of hard to find. They carry them at Walgreens actually, so we went to 3 different Walgreens looking for Tsum Tsums that Rory would like. So we actually ended up finding a Jack Skellington Tsum Tsum and a Zero Tsum Tsum, so he's really happy about that. He has a little Tsum Tsum collection now. Anyway, Dan is keeping the kids preoccupied. I'm gonna try to make this. This is kind of something that I've modified throughout the years. It's called chicken and dumplings, but it's like chicken and biscuits. It's basically chicken breast with cream of chicken soup and veggies mixed together with biscuits on top. That's basically all it is. So I was gonna let you guys see how I do it, and yeah, it's a fun recipe. It's really comforting. So this weekend we were planning on doing the swap meet this weekend actually, and what happened is it started raining yesterday. Like, it was pouring down rain at 7 o'clock in the morning. It was very unexpected. So we had a 30% chance of rain. So I really didn't expect it to be pouring. It was pouring until about 10 o'clock in the morning, and then from 11 o'clock on it just rained sporadically throughout the day. And Dan said it would be bad to try to do the swap meet this weekend because everybody's gonna be afraid that it's gonna rain in the morning, and nobody wants to do garage sales in the rain. So we skipped out on it, and that gave us the opportunity to go on that Tsum Tsum hunt. And then of course the sale would have been today. So this morning Luna had a really bad like nightmare or something last night, and she was up all night, like off and on from 4 o'clock in the morning on. And so I did not get very much sleep. Dan did not get very much sleep, and then Rory woke me up at 8 o'clock, and so I was up with him, and then Dan got to sleep until 11. But then I've just been feeling kind of tired all day. So that being said, rainy weather, not feeling great, feeling worn out. It's the perfect time to have some comfort food, I think. So I am gonna start on this recipe. Okay, these are my veggies for this dish. I have some shallots. Now you can use a regular onion or anything that's similar to an onion. A shallot, a leek, any kind of onion. I'm using shallots because of my sensitive stomach, so this is what I can handle. And then I'm also going to add in 1 clove of garlic. I have some red potatoes that I peeled so the kids have an easier time with eating them, but you don't have to peel them if you don't want to. And then I have some celery and some carrots. I'm going to cut these up a little bit too. So these are all my veggies, and I need to boil them. So I have my water boiling and ready to go. Just need to chop these up and get them in there. There's no like right or wrong way to do this. I've just kind of tried to have them roughly the same size. I have a little bit more potatoes, that's fine with me. I love potatoes. I always kind of lean more on the potato side and a little less on the celery side because celery is really strong. So yeah, I'm happy with how this ratio turned out. And I'm actually gonna saute the shallots because they're not as good boiled. You want to saute that. So I'm gonna boil these and get them nice and soft. The baking portion is actually just cooking the biscuits and warming up the casserole. So I want to make sure that these vegetables are cooked ahead of time and my chicken is cooked ahead of time. So that's going to take about 10 minutes to cook, and so I'm going to leave that and actually turn the temperature down a little bit. Now's a good time to preheat the oven. I'm just going to do $3.75. And for the chicken, you can do any kind of chicken that you want. You can do pre-cooked chicken, you can do rotisserie chicken, you can do canned chicken, you can make the chicken yourself, you can boil it, you can saute it, however you want to do it. This particular time, I am going to use fresh chicken breast. I waited to open it up because I wanted to get the veggies in and I didn't want cross-contamination. So I'm actually going to put these carrots away. I'm going to worry about this in a minute, so I'm just going to set it off to the side and start on this chicken because I really need to get this cooked up. So this time I think I'm going to saute my chicken. So that's a lot. I don't think I need this much chicken for this meal. I think I'm just going to I'm going to save the biggest one and use it for like the grill or something, and then I'll do 2 of them. I'll do 1 small one and 1 regular sized one. And then this really big one I'm going to save. So now I'm just checking, now that my chicken's all cut up and ready, I just need to saute it. I'm checking my veggies to see if they're done. The celery's done, but almost there. Yeah, another 2 minutes. So I have another pan here that I'm going to actually bake everything in. If you want, you can use casserole dishes, you can use the Dutch oven, you can use a 13x9. It's up to you what you want to use to bake them in. This time I'm going to use my Dutch oven just because I want to make it easier on myself. It has a lid with it and I can make a lot at once. A lot of the time I like to do the Corningware casserole dishes, and then I have lots of biscuit topping. I make several batches of biscuit topping for that. You end up with more biscuits that way, but this time I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to have it as full as it needs to be. I have a lot of space here. Basically, it's the ratio of casserole to biscuit. A lot of the time I like to make it with less casserole, more biscuit. This time it's gonna be probably more casserole, less biscuit, but that's okay. I'd rather not make a bunch of biscuits. It's just up to you what you want to do. Looking good. I think I'm just gonna pull it off the heat, let it sit for a minute in the hot water. It'll cook a little bit more while it's sitting there. I wanted to get my chicken going. So what I'm actually going to do, because it's taking a lot longer to cook, the chicken is really thick. I could have probably butterflied it and it would have cooked faster, but I kind of really want the chicken to come out juicy. So I'm just going to let it cook, and I'm going to turn down the heat so it doesn't burn the outside. The outside looks good right now, but the inside is raw. So I'm just going to turn the heat down a hair and then cover it. Sorry, it's like super zoomed in. The inside of that is really, really raw, so I want to let that cook. And I have a few things set up here while that's been cooking. So I have my Bisquick. That's just regular old Bisquick. The recipe that I'm using for the Bisquick is just the biscuits or dumplings recipe right there. Biscuits or dumplings, and it's 2 1/4 cup of Bisquick with 2/3 a cup of water. And I'm actually 1 1/2, so I'm doing 3 1/4 cups of Bisquick and 1 cup of milk. So I have that here, my 3 1/4 cups of Bisquick. I have a cup of milk, so I'm just going to combine those. Forever to cook. It's almost there. I can tell it's almost there. While I'm waiting for that, I need to get the butter melting in here so I can saute my shallot. I got that going on. Got my shallot ready to go. I need to crush the garlic in there. And then for my filling, I have cream of chicken soup mix, a big can of it, and if I need more, I have a little can here. What do you guys think? I still saw a tiny bit of pink, so I'm not sure about it. It's really starting to come together now. I haven't cut into the chicken yet. I pulled it off the heat and I'm just letting it sit for a minute. The shallots here are done. They cooked up really fast. That's all ready to go. It smells really great. It's nice and soft. I think I need to deglaze this pan to get some of the crusty onion stuff up off the bottom of the pan with some vegetable bouillon. I don't have any chicken bouillon that I could see. I have like 4 things of vegetables, so I'm fine with it. I'll just use this. Just mixing it up here. I have my veggies here. I'm gonna toss those in. And then I'm gonna add my first can of cream of chicken. And I'm just gonna add some milk. I'm not gonna do the full thing, just half probably. This consistency actually looks perfect the way it is. The milk was enough to get it nice and loosened up. I don't think I need to add any more, so I can just save this can for later. Now I have extra. So now is the moment of truth. I need to cut into this chicken and see how it looks. I think it paid off to be patient. This looks really juicy. I'm glad I didn't cut it up into little pieces because it would have been more tough. So I'm gonna dice this up really quick and get it in there. Okay, so I got my chicken in there. The only thing left to do is add seasonings and biscuits, and then it's gonna go right in the oven. It's already hot because I've had it sitting on the stovetop, so all I need to do is wait for those biscuits to cook. Let's see, 8 to 10 minutes or until golden brown, so I'll probably put it in there for about 20 minutes. They're gonna take longer because they're gonna be sitting on top of a wet casserole, so it probably should be around 20, which normally this casserole takes like 40 minutes to heat up, but since I've already got it warm, I've been doing good on my timing this time around. It probably won't take that long. So, I have fresh rosemary that I just picked, and I'm gonna add some of that. This is not a recipe that you add very many seasonings to because the flavor is in the meat, the vegetables, and the filling. Like, it's all there. You don't really need much to it. So I add the rosemary because I thought it would be a good addition to it, but I'm not gonna go much more than that because I don't feel like it and it doesn't really need it anyway. So just gonna mix this up. It looks great. Okay, my memory card was full, so I had to clear up some space, and while I was waiting for that, I was just wiping everything down and washing the dishes. Dan is fading. Those kids are getting to be a handful. So basically all I'm doing here is taking the biscuit dough that I made and dropping it until it covers the whole thing. I forgot to mention that you get your hands dirty. So that's what it looks like, and I just need to pop it in the oven. It does not look perfect. The biscuit is just dropped right on top, and you have little gaps, and the stuff gets all bubbly and yummy, and there you go. Just gotta get it in the oven. So I'm gonna hit 20 minutes because it's already hot, like I said before, and I don't think it's going to take much longer than that. If you're storing it in the fridge, so you have your casserole cold and then you're putting it in the oven, you're probably going to want to do like 40 minutes instead of 20 because you got to heat the whole thing up. But since it's already hot, I don't think it's going to take that long. I'm just waiting for the biscuits to cook at this point. So what do you think, Dan?
It smells good.
You excited?
Yeah.
And as a future gamer, it's the truth. Time for the Amazon Prime haul. So we got some packages periodically throughout the week after Amazon Prime Day that I never got a chance to sit down and haul. So I figured we'd do that right now. I don't remember if Dan had received these or not, but he got some gaming headphones. How much were these, Dan? Were they like 30 bucks or something? Or more than that? I don't know.
Something.
So this is the box they came in. It's Petchum. I don't know. Gaming headphones. Looks like they're compatible with just about anything. But Dan said he wanted to use them for voiceovers, and if he ever gets any time away from the kids to game, I guess, he's going to try out Twitch off and on. He just now got a Twitch account, right? He got a really good deal on Prime Day. The other thing, the thing I'm really excited about, this was not on sale for Prime Day, but I had it in my cart and I wanted it. And since Dan was making a lot of Prime orders, I asked him to buy this for me. It's an iGadgets tripod. I thought it would be easier. It's a little thicker than I thought it would be, but I at least can get my whole hand around it. But I like that it has a level. It has this thing that opens and closes with a ball joint. You can do this and lock it like that. It won't move, or you can point it straight. You have the level so you know that you're straight and everything. It has a nice little handle on it that unscrews. And this is like a rubberized handle grip there. And then of course it opens like that. I like that it's a little shorter. So this I've been loving. I've only used it a few times because, like I said, I've had it kind of set aside for the haul. But I really love this. Yeah, just to give you a comparison, like I have small hands, so this was kind of driving me nuts as far as gripping, which is why a lot of my videos have been like so close to my face sometimes, because I don't want to use this. But I've noticed that I need it to be farther away from my face, so this is going to help me out with that. It's way easier to hold. I can actually get my hand around this one, whereas this one I can't. Yeah, it's harder to hold, so. We're still going to use them both, like all the time. We'll still use this, but this is just for ease of use for me. So we got Alexa, and it's a little creepy still, like to have someone listening to you all the time, but it's actually been helpful. I played Thunder Sounds today, and it was really nice. And she plays Spider-Man music for Rory, so I don't know. What do you think, Alexa?
I really don't see the point in it at all.
It is kind of pointless, but
I don't know actually what it does at all, except for just listening to me.
Yeah, pretty much. This is just new to us still, so I don't know how we'll feel about this in a year, or if we'll just end up deciding to get rid of it at some point, but we might. But for now, it's there to play music, basically. And sometimes we'll have it cast stuff on the TV. But we also have a voice remote, so I don't know. But Dan had originally purchased this with a video doorbell because we want better security at our house, because we're way out in the middle of nowhere and we want to make sure that we know when someone comes to our house. But the order got messed up. I know there were some glitches on Prime Day, and I think this was one of them. So we didn't end up getting the video doorbell because they were going to charge us like double for it than what the deal was on Prime Day. So basically we just ended up canceling the order. So we got the dot, but we didn't get the video doorbell. Maybe we'll get it later. I ordered some Mickey pacifier clips for Luna, but then they sent me Mickey pacifiers. And I'm like, Luna only uses man pacifiers. That's the only type she'll use. It has a special nipple on it. She loves them. So I'm not even going to bother. This is just going to be a waste. I might as well give this to someone who could use it or sell it. So, but they said don't return it, so we just have this random thing of pacifiers now. But because they didn't send us those, I ended up ordering a different one right here. Luna's actually using the gray and pink one right now. I gave Dan the choice between Lumber Jill was the name of it, or this floral print one, and Dan chose the floral one. So these are the other three. It's the Stadella Baby's First Pacifier Clips, and they have tons of choices. Shabby Chic one, and I just love the roses. I think they're beautiful. So this is going to come in handy because she goes through so many pacifiers and so many pacifier clips, constantly getting dirty. And I'm excited about it too because, here, get close. It has a plastic clip, and it's safer, I think, than that metal that the Bumpkins one has, or whatever that one is called. Yeah, I like it better. She's like, you can't have it. So yeah, these are gonna come in handy. The last thing that I got for Prime Day is this Bubsy Co. Charming Baby Clay handprint and footprint keepsake. I'm definitely gonna do this for Luna. I wanna hang it up somewhere in the house. I did a little one for Rory when he was a baby, but I haven't done it yet for Luna. And I really wanna do this. It was on sale on Prime Day. It was one of the deals. I think it was $15 or something like that. The last thing I got is Luna's August bows. I'm gonna show you. They're really cute. So we got a gauzy dusty blue one, a leather orange, and a striped, I don't know, it's like a silky. So I thought these were cute. Which one do you think, Dan?
I like the dusty one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it. There you go. You're so pretty. Pretty. She's been doing better about wearing her bows. For a while there, she was just trying to take them off all the time, but she's been doing better. Do you want some chicken and biscuits? Let's see. Is it done? Almost there. I think it needs some more time. I'm gonna add like 5 minutes to it. That's probably gonna feed us the rest of the week until we go on our trip. That's the best part of cooking a big meal like this. Fantastically enough, when we got groceries the other day, they already had Sam Adams Oktoberfest, which is one of Dan's favorites. I like that one too. And this is one of my favorites, a pumpkin ale from Elysian. So I am gonna drink that, and it's gonna be like the perfect fall night, even though it's the middle of August. Fall's starting early here. So good. It's gonna pair nicely with that.